Hi, this is Bruce C. Carter with the Relentless Voice, episode 2. I can't believe I finally get a second one in. Today, we're going to talk about knowing your value. It's important, but I got to tell you, remember this whenever you hear my voice. I am not here to influence or entertain you, but I am here to empower you. That way you can take what I give you seriously, because I want you to let people know that there is hope, there is help for our young black males, for our sisters. That's the reason why I always want you to tell somebody, even when you don't like what I'm saying, because of hard truths, because of realities, still be willing to give information that can help somebody. Because if you remove yourself from what you hear, I guarantee you, you'll think of somebody else who this can help. So the value, your value. I talk about value in many places. You'll hear me talk to our young people about self-efficacy, looking at yourself, seeing goodness, greatness, and how to get it. You hear me talk about the value of a life, that thing that no one can replace. No one has the ability, the concept, or the technology to bring back when it's gone. But when you know your value, man, it's amazing. There are certain things that you will not tolerate. There are certain things you will not do. There are certain places you will not go, because you know your value. As I'm putting this particular episode out, it's in the heightenedness of the political season. Everybody's mind that's involved and around politics is trying to figure out how to get you to do this or that, why you should do this or that, because they want to influence you. I want you to know your value. And I want you to know the value for several reasons. I want you to think about, what is it that I can have happen for me because of my worth, because of my value in a political season. Remember, I continually speak for Team Black Males Winning. I hope and believe that this will be my legacy. When I'm done, out of all the other things I've done, I'll be celebrated for taking a group and allowing them to reset America. Because if we don't, if you're a business owner and you don't like the hard truths and you heard about what I said, let me give you another hard truth. You will not have no employees. And allowed workforce development dollars to be squandered. And if we don't learn the value of being a great employee, being a great business owner, we're going to perish. We're going to squander our dollars. And so when I look at my value is what creates my opportunities. My value is what sustains me. My value is what makes me get up and work through everything, because I know my value. So in a political season, I'm always telling people, do you know your value? Do you know your value? Do you know your value? Do you know if you vote and enough people in your community vote, what happens for you? Many people don't know it. They think their value is voting for history, and nothing changes. They think their value is voting for the man, the woman, the black, the white. Nothing happens. So for me, the value is creating leverage to deal with what I need to change in my life, my friends and family life, and my community life. That's your value when it comes to politics. At every level. It means if you are a black male, black female, on bigger scales, you have value. If you are in rural America, you have value. If you're in suburban America, you have value. If you're in urban America, you have value. But you have to figure out what your value is and how you make that translate into opportunity. So for me, as we continue to work, we're going to educate our young people so they become the change agents. Why this is important is I talked about the three major downfalls for blacks. Everybody goes to slavery, that was a given. But it was that political slavery. And that political slavery is unbelievable. And it's still an issue today. Whether you're tricked into voting for someone because they gave you a promise, or they gave you one policy, but the other 10 policies kill that policy. But that policy seemed like it was worth it. We look at the progress or the lack of progress in black communities from the 60s to now. I would want you to see in the 60s, I wasn't born, but history doesn't say that black people were killing each other by the hundreds every year. It just doesn't speak about that. Now it's normal. Know your value. If you are a musician, rapper, hip hop, it doesn't matter what it is. What's the value of your music? Is it the dollars you get from giving it? If it destroys the mindset or influences other people to be non-productive, is that worth it? Is the value that great? Or if you're an actor or actress, you get in a role that's going to destroy the value of millions. Is it worth it? Remember, I always talk about this. I'll keep one of these on me. If you see me and I don't have this, bring me one. This right here. This mirror, man. You have to look at it. And the older you get, that mirrors should start to make you see things different, because you're learning your value. You're an attractive woman. You're successful financially, even in popularity. You get married. You give your fortune, yourself to a man. You can give him children, but he cheat on you over and over and over. If it was me and I was a woman in that position, I would have little respect for him for this reason. Not that he cheated. He didn't care enough because he knew, based on who you were, that the cheating was going to be known. Because he couldn't cheat because of your popularity. Know your value. You got to examine things for what they are. So here we are. We're in a political cycle. Team Black Males Winning is traveling the country. We're all over, and our goal is real simple. We want to be able to fundraise every time there's a political election. We believe that we should be marketed to, through our platforms. So when you start spending marketing dollars and you're talking about black males and black communities, if you're not spending those dollars and trying to carry your message through us, we don't believe you. Because our value says you need to show us you really care. You can't tell us you care. We have to get into a position where people are showing us how they value us. But you can only do that when you know your value. I'm often told that I sometimes believe I am all this. Well, guess what? I am all that and some. I was made to be that valuable. And when I didn't know that, I made stupid, dumb, and selfish decisions that didn't live up to my value. And so now that I know my value, I can walk in any room in America and be me. Thank you 100% confident. Not concerned about the titles or the person's wealth or the person's position, or what that person is doing or has done or can do, because I know my value. We got to get our children to that point. We have to get our young people to understand that they're so valuable, that they dare not take their life or someone else's life. They dare not just have children because they wanted to have sex. There's an accountability to that. There's a responsibility. There's a consequence. And we got to teach these babies because they're so valuable how to resolve conflict. You don't resolve it by having anxiety attacks, by becoming depressed, or writing people off. You dissolve it by learning how to communicate. This here has told people their value, has told people what they're worth, has influenced people, has entertained people. Very seldom does it empower. Does it make people understand that you're so valuable? Half the stuff that people are trying to give you and promote through this has nothing to do with your value. So it's our responsibility. It's Team Black males' winning responsibility. It's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to take these moments, these opportunities, this information, and change. Go back and, because you're so valuable, if people that have been put in your life is so valuable, go back and right some of your wrongs. Accept that you were wrong. It's okay. We are imperfect people. Hey, you know what? Hey, that was my bad. I don't even know how to apologize because I really don't do that much. But I'm really sorry. I don't even know if I can fix it. If I can, I will. I just wanted you to know you're so valuable to me. Now I'm sorry. We can get past this. That hurt you. If you were sincere, you just potentially brought somebody back in the fold, and all they did for you is they made you laugh. They were funny. You could get them on the phone, they could send you a text, you could see them, but they brought laughter to your life. That's all they did. And since y'all fell apart, you have not been a happy person. That's why knowing your values, because once you know your value, you know the things that keep you aligned, the things that keep you with the right vibes, the things, the people, and the places, because your sanctity is so important to you. You make sure that you handle your business. And remember, every time I talk to you, I'll talk about my experiences. That way I'm not wrong. These are my experiences. I get on the phone with grown men across America. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian. You know what happens at the end of these conversations? And the vast majority of them are older than me. I love you, brother. Thank you for that, man. I just had to tell you that. They value the relationships. Because one thing they know about me, I'm going to keep it 1,000. I'm way beyond 100. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Because remember, I'm not looking to influence you. I'm not looking to entertain you. I just want to empower you. I want you to take everything that's good in you and I want you to grow. The things that are questionable, that are bad, I want you to tweak them up a little bit so they become okay. If they become okay, they become good. They become good, they can become better. Then they can become the best in you. We have to figure out how to encourage one another in our faults and in our goodness. I know my value. I know my intentions for you, and I know my intentions for the young people. My intentions are very pure. It is to empower them, where they become the next great set of caregivers, because we're going to need them. But right now, they can't care for themselves. They sure can't care for us. So here's what I'm asking you. If you have 12 to 26-year-old, whether they're yours or around you, let's get them engaged. Let's get them on the team. Because in all my failures, I was always successful with young people. Never failed, won't fail. Because I give them truth. I give them all of my experience, my wisdom, my love, and I know their value. I want you to send these young people to teambmw.org. I want them to join the team based on their state, where they are. If you're someone that wants to be a part of it, because you understand the value you bring, and you're here to empower, not to entertain, not to influence, I want you to join the team. And as I've said earlier, I don't care about your race if you're joining the team to help the team. Everybody has a role. I'm an old football player. You have coaches. You have trainers. You have superstars. You have role players. You have special players. But at the end of the day, a team is composed of all the elements that you need to win. Politically, I don't care where you sit. You could be Democrat, Republican, independent, non-voter. I really don't care. Religiously, I don't care where you are. I just want you to care about yourself and your fellow human being. I promise you, if everyone knew their value, how valuable they were, man, a lot of the places where we are in this country wouldn't even exist. Because we get up and we preserve life, starting with us, and then we preserve the life around us. Stay tuned. Remember, you share this with people who you'd like to see empowered. If this hurts you, because truth hurts sometimes, it bothers you, don't be selfish. You don't have to tune in no more, but share it. Because here's the one thing I can guarantee you're going to give in me: consistency. I'm going to be consistent. Consistent. And I got so much to talk about because of my experiences, because of my body of work, and because of my love for people. I'll see you in the next episode.